Welcome back to Cash and Culture, the channel where we break down money, business, and the cultural forces that shape them. Try to imagine this, a retail empire that dominated the toy world for decades. 1,600 stores worldwide, billions in sales. The place every kid begged their parents to visit. Geoffrey the giraffe was everywhere. Then, poof. In 2018, Toys R Us closed every single US store. Over 30,000 jobs gone. A brand that felt unbreakable, bankrupt. Today we're diving deep. Why did Toys R Us really go bankrupt? Was it Amazon, bad management, crushing debt, or even something bigger? Stick around. This story is a masterclass in cash flow disasters, cultural shifts, and why even giants fall. Hit that like button if you grew up loving Toys R Us, subscribe for more business breakdowns, and let's get into it.
Bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz!
It has the Nintendo Action Set. It comes with control deck, 2 game controllers.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
You get the best for so much less, you'll really flip your lid.
To understand the fall, we must start with the rise. Founded in 1957 by Charles Lazarus as a baby furniture store, it pivoted to toys because he saw parents buying toys alongside cribs. By the 1980s and 90s, Toys R Us was the undisputed king. They had massive superstores, think of them like warehouse-sized playgrounds with endless aisles. Exclusive deals, huge selections, that magical Geoffrey experience. At peak, they controlled about 25% of the US toy market, with sales hitting $13 billion annually. It was cash positive, family-oriented culture. Parents loved it, kids dreamed about it. But retail changed fast, and Toys R Us didn't see the storm coming.
Toy business, by pure accident, somebody came in one day and said, "How about a toy for my baby?" I looked at it and said, "What do you mean a toy?" So the first toys we sold were baby toys, all baby toys.
By the late 1990s, small cracks started appearing. First there was the big box discounters like Walmart and Target starting selling toys at rock bottom prices. They used toys as loss leaders to get families in the door for groceries and everything else. Because of this, Walmart overtook Toys R Us as the top toy seller in 1998. Then came the internet. Online shopping exploded. Amazon entered toys in the early 2000s. Ironically, Toys R Us signed an exclusive deal with Amazon in year 2000 to be their toy supplier. It seemed smart, until Amazon ended it after 10 years, kept the customers, and became the dominant force. Because of this, Toys R Us sued Amazon and won a small settlement, but Amazon won the war. Another part of the story is this: culture shifted too. Kids moved from physical toys to video games, apps, and screens. Parents wanted convenience, one-click buying, fast shipping, no driving to the mall. Toys R Us? Their online experience was clunky. Stores felt outdated, so they couldn't compete. They didn't invest fast enough in e-commerce or adapt to the digital-first culture. Sales started slipping. Margins got squeezed, cash flow weakened. But the real and big killer wasn't just competition, it was debt. Massive, suffocating debt. In 2005, private equity firms Bain Capital, KKR, and Vornado bought Toys R Us in a $6.6 billion leveraged buyout, LBO. Here's how LBOs work. They load the company with debt to finance the purchase. The company, not the buyers, pay it back. Toys R Us ended up with a $5 billion in debt. Annual investment payments, around $400 million. That cash could have gone to upgrading stores, building a killer website, competing on price, innovating with experience. Instead it went to lenders. And therefore, every single year, hundreds of millions flowed out just to service debt. No flexibility, no room to fight Amazon or Walmart. By 2017, debt maturities loomed. $400 million due soon. Holiday sales tanked. Missed budget by $250 million. Suppliers got nervous, stopped shipping, and creditors lost confidence. September 18, 2017, Chapter 11 bankruptcy filed. They hoped to restructure, but it was too late. March 2018, liquidation announced. All 800 US stores closed. A cultural icon.
The honor, the fame, the savings, the Toys R Us big clearance, the most spectacular toy clearance ever. Grab the glory and thousands of toys, up to 50%.
So why did Toys R Us go bankrupt? It wasn't just one thing. it was a perfect storm. First of all, they had crushing debt from the LBO-starved cash for innovation. And then there was the failure to adapt to e-commerce and changing play culture. We also can't forget the intense competition from Amazon, Walmart, and Target. And at last, but not least, management didn't pivot fast enough. Outdated stores meant weak online. Today's lesson from Cash and Culture is this: cash isn't just profit, it's a survival oxygen. When debt eats your cash flow, you can't invest in the future. But now let's step aside a bit, because Toys R Us isn't actually totally dead everywhere. Parts live on internationally, and the brand has tried comebacks. But the US collapse is a warning. Adapt or die. Cash flow plus cultural relevance equals longevity. So what do you think? Was debt the main villain? Or was Amazon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories on money, business, and culture. Thanks for watching Cash and Culture.